Jim at Real Traps here. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about some treatment strategies using Real Traps room kits, the best room kits available at any price. We'll talk about how to treat an average audiophile listening room in a variety of price ranges, getting you the best possible results in each price range. Even if you don't end up getting one of the kits, they serve as an outstanding starting point with formulating your treatment strategy. You can pick the closest one to your budget, and then if we need to, we can adjust the strategy somewhat to accommodate various features of your room. Just contact me if you have any questions, and I'm happy to work with you on this as part of your Real Traps experience. We'll start today with a very simple, typical room as found in most households. The exact dimensions aren't important, as the basic strategies will be similar for all small rooms like this. This particular room is about 14 by 18 feet, with normal 8-foot ceilings commonly found in a lot of households. Note that there aren't any windows, doors, or any other objects in this animation. In most cases, we can simply work around other objects in the room, and these things will be specific from room to room. If you have the option, keep your doors on the side walls toward the rear of the room, away from the corners and from the reflection points. You can see that the room setup follows our usual procedures. The listening position is 38% of the room out from the rear wall, with the speakers in an equilateral triangle with the listener's head. Our entry-level room kit is the starter kit. $1,200 gets you a great start on treatment, and this is enough to make an obvious improvement in the sound of the room. This kit includes 4 mini traps, which would typically go in the 4 corners of the room. The mini traps remain our most cost-effective and best-selling bass trap. This kit also includes 3 micro traps, which is enough to make a reflection-free zone at the listening position. 1 micro trap goes at each reflection point on the side walls, with the 3rd micro trap covering both reflection points up on the ceiling. The first step up is our standard room kit. $1,900 gets you 4 additional mini traps, 8 total, to beef up the bass trapping and make things sound even better. 2 go on the rear wall and are mounted with our post bass kits to space the traps out from the wall a few inches, which will maximize the bass trapping there and get you even more overall absorption. In general, the other 2 mini traps should go in wall ceiling corners. In this room, we will put both of them onto the front wall ceiling corners since they're closer to the speakers. But these versatile panels can go just about anywhere. Sometimes it makes more sense to put them on the rear or the side wall ceiling corners. If panels in the ceiling corners aren't an option, then they can also go on the front wall, directly behind the speakers. Our standard surround kit is useful to create a larger reflection-free zone. For $2,300, you get the same 8 mini traps, but 6 micro traps. This is useful to make a very nice size sweet spot in a 2-channel system and a full reflection-free zone for a surround system. Note the 2 panels on the ceiling are angled to maximize coverage for this particular 2-channel system, 1 panel at each speaker's reflection point. From there, the next step up is our Mondo surround kit. $2,700 will upgrade 4 of the bass traps from mini traps to the similar but larger Mondo traps, which give twice the absorption under 80 Hz. Performance is similar, but for systems with strong bass response and subwoofers, the Mondo traps give better results. Next up is our new Mega Starter Kit. For $3,000, you get the best bass traps available for the front corners, with 4 2-foot-tall mega traps stacked in each corner floor to ceiling. These 8 mega traps combine with the 4 mini traps and the 3 micro traps of our regular starter kit to give a powerhouse 2-channel treatment setup. In this room, the placement is similar, with the mega traps in the front corners, 2 mini traps in the rear corners, and 2 mini traps on the rear wall mounted with post bass kits. Then the 3 micro traps give you a reflection-free zone. Our next new offering is the Mega Surround Kit, which is an extremely thorough treatment strategy for a room this size. For $5,500, you have added 16 mega traps to our standard surround kit. This means full-on mega traps stacked floor to ceiling in all 4 corners. With 8 mini traps, we have plenty of additional, cost-effective coverage area in the bass trapping strategy, including 2 on the front wall ceiling corners, 2 on the rear wall ceiling corner, 1 on each side wall ceiling corner, with the last two mounted on the rear wall with our post-base kits. Last is our full-on modular kit strategy, which is enough treatment to turn this small room into a world-class listening environment by any standard. While we stress that it's not necessary to have the $21K budget for the treatment shown here to get great results, it is a popular option for mastering rooms, world-class mix rooms, and high-end audiophile man caves. The 16 Megatraps keep the best possible bass trapping in all four corners. Next, shown in gray, are two HF Mondo modules on the side walls at the reflection points, with 4 HF mini traps mounted on the ceiling with post-base ceiling kits to make a ceiling cloud, giving you a very thorough reflection-free zone. 18 diffuser modules all around the perimeter of the room complete the wall treatments, giving the best possible balance of a very fine room that sounds much larger than it is. 10 additional mini traps cover the wall ceiling corners to give even more coverage area. Thanks for taking the time to check out the best room kits available at any price. If you have questions about how to apply these kits to your room, please be sure to contact me. You can reach me at realtraps.com on the contact page, send me an email, jwl@realtraps.com, or give me a call at 866-REAL-TRAPS, 866-732-5872.